Hi again, welcome back on Usika. So today let's make a delicious sharbat for Ramadan today, and it's made with milk and almonds. And you can store this in the refrigerator up to a week or so, only if it lasts that long because it's really delicious. So let's get started making this delicious sharbat. So let's get started. We're going to use the basic ingredients that you find in the pantry. So I'm going to use spices like nutmeg and some almonds, which was about a cup of whole almonds, and I'm going to remove the skin from the almonds. And I have about 18 to 20 cardamom and some saunf or fennel seeds. Along with that, I'm using poppy seeds. Make sure not to put too much of nutmeg because it has a very distinct flavor, so be mindful of adding nutmeg. And about 8 cups of milk. And to that I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of your regular basmati rice. That's going to add the thickness to our milk. And this is white poppy seeds or khaskhas that I'm using, which is about 2 tablespoons, and 1 teaspoon of fennel seed or saunf, about 20 cardamom pods. And this is 1 cup of almond, which I'm going to soak it in hot water to remove the skin. And for this I'm using just 1 cup of sugar. And the nutmeg that I showed you, be mindful of adding the nutmeg. And saffron, you can add more or less if you like the taste of saffron. You can add a little bit more, but I'm just using about 2 to 3 good pinches of saffron. So I'm soaking the almond in warm water in a separate bowl. In another bowl, I'm soaking all of the spices in the warm water along with rice and poppy seeds and all of the spices and the saffron in warm water. Let this soak for about half an hour before we are ready to grind them all together in the food processor. So make sure to add about 1 to 2 cup of water in the food processor to make a nice fine, very fine paste. This is how it's going to look. And now I'm boiling in a very nice large heavy bottom pan. I'm boiling 8 cups of milk, and I'm adding the ground paste along with the milk, and I'm measuring another 3 to 4 cups of water that I'm just going to rinse off using with my the paste that we ground in the food process. I'm just washing it. That was about 2 to 3 cups of water. The reason being we are adding water is because we want the flavor of all the raw taste of the almond and all of the spices to go. So make sure to keep the stove on a very, very low heat. So once all the raw flavor of the spices and the almond is gone, then we are ready to add the 1 cup of sugar to the milk and keep stirring. Make sure to stir constantly. Do not leave it to boil, otherwise because of the almond and the rice, it might stick on to the bottom. So once all of the raw taste is gone, and the milk will definitely reduce, and it will slowly start to thicken up because we added the rice, and that's going to give a nice creamy texture to our sharbat today. So once it is nice and cooked, allow it to cool and just strain this. I'm using double strainer, so making sure I don't lose any of the particles into the sharbat, so we enjoy it with nice and creamy and smooth. So after it is cold, you can refrigerate this. I'm using bottles, repurposing those bottles, and I usually refrigerate them. And it's ready to use whenever you need it. You can serve this hot or cold. You can put it in the microwave if you want to enjoy it hot. And I personally prefer both, like hot sometimes and sometimes nice cold with few ice cubes. however you like to enjoy. And let me show it to you how it looks. Look how nice and creamy it is once it's cool, and that's because we added that little bit of rice. That's the secret ingredient that's going to give a nice body to our sharbat. And if you haven't already subscribed to Sika, do like and subscribe to my channel. And for all the detailed ingredients, you can check in the description box below. And also please do leave your comments. Let me know how you liked it. And thanks for watching Husika. Have a good day. Bye bye and happy Ramadan.